So we'll go ahead and start. I apologize, y'all. If you need something, you can flag me down. I'll multitask. We can do that. But welcome to the Phoenix Academy Parenting Lab. We want to thank all those who make it possible. So our admin, thank you. Mrs. Baker, thank you. She's so tech savvy and genius. Our school psychologist, Ms. Munoz. Of course, our office staff, Ms. Precious, Ms. Martha. I'm Amber, in case all of y'all don't know. I'm the librarian, so if your babies go to the library, they see me. Woo. For today, we did our sign-in sheet. We also have a card from Mrs. Vargas. And we also want to do some refreshments because there's a ton of them. So eating good in the neighborhood. Our focus today is going to be on community schools and family involvement and the importance of that. And we do have a little activity for the end. I think it'll be available online. We'll find out. Just a reminder of our norms and expectations. We do ask that while present physically or in the chat online, please be respectful and use respectful language and an attitude of kindness towards one another. This is recorded, so again, we want to use kind, life-affirming language. Do limit your mobile phone use while you're present here. If you need to take a call, just step outside so it's not distracting to me because I'm a moth to a flame and I will totally look over your shoulder because I want to be part of it. We ask that you limit side conversations while you're here. Sometimes stuff comes up and we get that. So just for the sake of our presenters and time, we ask that we keep it on the down low. And if you have a concern, a complaint, a criticism of any kind, that's how we grow. I welcome it. Just please wait until the end of our time together. You can direct it to me. We can talk outside, or I can get you to the office where there'll be an adult who can actually handle your situation and make the improvements needed. Our mission statements here at Phoenix, we're trying to create an equity-centered environment where all of our students can thrive. Our motto, respect, integrity, school ready, and excellence, also painted on the wall for when y'all come see y'all's babies during our attendance parties. Our vision here at Phoenix is that all of our students will be empowered with the skills, strategies, tools, and the confidence they need to succeed in the academic setting and beyond as they grow in life. Our topic for today is community day schools and family involvement, something like Parenting Lab, a way that families get involved in the school and become part of the school community. So first, we're going to look at a brief video called This is a Community School, Not a Community Day School. I'll get into that in a second. Now let's see if I can switch over without breaking the world. Is that a thing? Did I do a thing? This is also available on the Fresno Unified website. I have the link here. So y'all may have seen it, especially if your comprehensive school site is a community school in Fresno Unified. So, Ms. Baker, I'd be breaking things. Trying to switch over. See, this is why I laugh. There it goes.
What makes a school a great school?
Okay, it switched over there, but not there. That's fine. That's fine. Don't you beep at me. There we go. Now let's just go. I don't got time for your nonsense right now.
Caring for the whole child. Expanding the horizons of learning. Building relationships with family. Working together to realize a shared vision. This is a school every student needs. This is a community school. Community schools are public schools that partner with stakeholders to create the conditions students need to grow. Community schools can be found across the United States, and their numbers are growing fast. But what exactly makes a school a community school? They integrate student supports. Clinics, counselors, and other services ensure each and every student is prepared to learn. They expand and enrich learning. Extended school days, summer programs, and real-world experiences help.
There's a big toothpick in each one. There.
They engage
Wherever you're comfortable, sweetheart.
And communities. Partnering with residents to identify and meet community needs makes everyone feel safe, welcome, and involved in school. They lead in collaboration. Inclusive decision-making and peer learning builds trust among students, educators, families, and communities. When a school stands on these 4 pillars, it's a community school. Research supports this four-pillar approach, but there's no one-size-fits-all model. Every community school is different because each community is different. Figuring out what it looks like in your community starts by getting actual community members involved. That's the full-time job of community school coordinators. They're the human bridge connecting all the partners and stakeholders that make community schools possible. So that's what makes a school a community school. Now, how do you pay for it? Startup costs like hiring a full-time coordinator can be raised from foundations or state and local governments.
Yeah.
Tapping into existing funding and partnering with local businesses can bring in service providers.
Yeah, no.
Sharing resources and staff with partners can help everyone.
that.
And as a community school becomes more established, leaders can advocate for budgets that sustain their impact and new funding to expand. Every community school is different. What will yours be like? Get started at communityschools.futureforlearning.org.
So again, that is available on the Fresno Unified's website for what is a community school. We ain't ready for you. You hold on. Whew. Back. See, I got to learn how to embed a video into a PowerPoint. But I think I have to download it for that to happen. And I don't know how to do that. So I got to get one of the kids to show me. They are geniuses at this stuff, y'all. You get stuck on your tech, get it to one of these kids. That's the careers of the future. Career ready. Nah, that's love. That's all love. So a reminder of community schools. They are public schools, but they kind of try to bring in services from the outside to the school setting, particularly when they can help families and build stability, health, and other things that our children need. In that way, they benefit while at school. There's 4 pillars, 6 pillars. We don't worry about the other pillars. I'm caring about this pillar, family and community partnerships, because that's where our school involvement starts getting important in incorporating families with student success. So these are community schools that are in the Fresno Unified School District. It may be one of your child's comprehensive sites, maybe the site they came from or the site they're going to go to. Maybe some of your other children are at these schools. So they do have amazing services. Reach out to your school. They do have a community school site provider. Good stuff there. Love. We at Phoenix are a community day school. They both have the word community in them. That is significant, but it does have a different definition. A community day school is a school where a child has come here because maybe they are at risk or there has been an issue at their previous site and they have been expelled or are on the verge of being expelled. However, even though we are not a community school, our focus is to get our children the skills, the discipline, the self-care they need to succeed in the community when they leave us. So the way we get there and the way community schools get there is exactly the same. We need family engagement, family involvement. Getting our families involved in the student success and invested in that success is how our babies are going to be able to thrive and get the skills they need. We don't even know some of the challenges that these children might be having unless the families give us that feedback. So we got to be working as a team. The state of California, the Department of Education, has this amazing research. It is extensive. It is long. I can email it to you, Bunny. I can't print it because I promised Miss Precious I wouldn't be blowing up our printer and wasting all that ink and paper. But I did want to point out that, sorry, is that me? Oh no, I'm like, what did I do? I probably broke something. The importance of engaging families does show that students are having lower suspension rates, they're graduating, they're performing better in school, their attendance is great, their social emotional development is on point, and we can find the needs as they arise and make real-time adjustments. So it doesn't matter what type of school necessarily, as long as they are using these tactics and bringing families in and getting them involved, these benefits can occur. And that's why we do it. I have another video about why community schools are amazing. You could just insert the word community day school, but y'all see it here. This is a community day school where we can identify each child's unique strengths, needs, and challenges. But we can't do that without y'all's help. You are with these children. You are raising these children. You have trusted us with these children. And so if we communicate together and share the information, hey, I've seen this child thrive when this happens. Oh, I've seen this child thrive when this happens. We collaborate and we can get those needs met. So that's why it's so important that families be involved in the child's education process. Here, any school, but especially while they're here at Phoenix. This is just a summation of about 400 pages worth of data. So I apologize. It's very simplified. I do have the original resources. If y'all want them, I'll email them to you. I can't print them. I'm sorry. It's too much. But parents, caregivers, family members, and school staff do need to work as a team. It's ongoing. So Parenting Lab is great. Y'all come here once a week. You get some info, some resources. You have a chance to talk to staff. You see the office. You might even get a chance to talk to the teacher, see our admin, and we can have these positive conversations. But that's only one form. There are other ways to get involved. Coming to the attendance parties with your children when they've earned that, volunteering at the school, being willing to just have those conversations, making the time. That's all part of advocacy and learning the skills that you need to help your child thrive, and we learn what your child needs to thrive. So again, working together, it is critical in shaping the goals you have for your children. And studies, I apologize for using the term studies show, but I promise there's lots of them, that students whose families are engaged with their school site and are willing to work with school officials, work with the office, work with the nurse, work with all the counseling resources that can come in here. They earn higher grades, their attendance improves, they feel like they are valued and part of the school, and they see that you care because you're the most important person in their lives. That's why it's so important to us that you are invested in the school, the program, and the child's success. So Parenting Lab is a place that can happen. There are other ways. If you're curious, please talk to one of us. We'll find some opportunities for you to get more involved. It can be as simple as asking your child when they get home, do you have homework? Did that homework actually get here? If it didn't get here, maybe I need to have a conversation with the teacher and we can work out a strategy that that homework gets here. Sitting down and having time working together on the homework. Just something like that is still engaging with the school, because then you see what's expected of your child in class, you see what the teacher is asking for, you see where the child should be academically, and you're seeing where they are academically, like, oh, this is a little hard for you, or man, you're flying through this, you need some challenge. Yes, please.
How do these parents, maybe their mother, I guess, they're incarcerated in
Yes.
county jail. Is there any way that I can give them that information?
Oh,
Maybe about being their parent and get out of stuff.
I would love to talk to you after about something that we might be able to do, if you don't mind. I like that idea. But yeah, if we, I want the details after. Is that okay?
Right.
Yeah, thanks. So Parenting Lab, I tried to use our school colors. We do in the charcoaly black with the green. But this is just why Parenting Lab in particular is part of the school involvement, and why I do like when y'all come. We all love to see y'all here or hear y'all on the internet now. We got the online option because we're trying to be more flexible in today's world. We understand y'all got demands, y'all got other children, y'all got concerns that you got to take care of at home. We want to adapt. That's part of the conversation. That's why in a community day school, it's just as important that you give us feedback. So these are survey results from the end of last school year. So if y'all were here, you participated in the survey. If y'all are new, that's cool, because we're going to be doing more surveys. That's how we grow. So overall, we got a pretty good grade. We passed this class. And we got into some specifics of like, what were some things that y'all wanted to learn? What are some things you did learn? All positive stuff. I'd spend more time on this, but I want to go and do fun things. So I can send this to y'all if y'all want to see the specifics. But overall, people were feeling that Parenting Lab was a positive space, a safe place, and they were having a nice time and learning information. So these are good things for us. There were some areas that we needed to improve. participation was one, and that is why we branched into an online option, because it was hard to get enough families here to participate, and they wanted the information. They want to be part of the school. They want to see what's going on in the classrooms and on the campus. These are some ways that families offer to help, and I really appreciate that, because sometimes we are a little short-staffed. So anytime y'all want to volunteer to help, I love it. I welcome it. And if you've got some ideas on how you can help, please, please. Some questions were specific for our administrators, and they were willing to answer those. You don't get that at every site. I just want to shout out on that. Our administrators are very involved, very hands-on. You can actually approach them, talk to them. We do ask that you use respectful language and you go through the proper channels of the office, but overall, that relationship is there, and it's a beautiful thing. So today we're going to be looking at trying to articulate some goals for this year. So, all right, last year, pretty cool. This year, let's get better. So I have some fun sheets. I think they're available online. I don't even know. And I've got boxes of pencils and crayons and fun things. Woo. So each of these pretty little colored blocks are also on this sheet. And it's just a way for you to articulate some goals you might have for your babies this school year. Maybe they're things you've thought about in the past. Maybe you haven't given it a minute, but here's a chance to articulate it. Start thinking about what you want for your child. How can you get there? What are some things we need to know? Maybe something that hadn't been brought up yet. So if you don't mind, just, it can be bullet points, it can be short, it's for you, it's your language, whatever you're comfortable with. You know, 3 strengths of your child. What's something this child is good at? This child is passionate about. This child is actually kind of talented in. It can be little. It doesn't have to be an amazing, you know, show-stopping skill. Just, they're good at organizing. They're very helpful. They help me unload the groceries out the car. You know, they're nice to their sister or brother. And then, okay, maybe what's an area that they need improvement? You have a sandwich? A motivation technique you use at home, something that works, like, hey, when they finish their homework, I let them play on the tablet for a half hour, or I'll reward them with some little treat they like. I'll take them to a place they really like. We'll go to the park, we'll go to the movies. Even something just, you know, I give them a fist bump. Good job. And they like that. And then maybe what's a goal you have for this school year? By the end of this school year, I'd like my child to be able to, something that you'd really like them to do or achieve or be. You know, I'd like them to use less profanity. I'd like them to not lose their temper every day. I'd like them to be able to maybe show kindness towards a person that they were struggling with before. Maybe their little brother or sister used to get on their nerves. Now they start playing with them. They're nice to them. Just some little goal. And then how can we help y'all get there? What's something we can do? Just water? Yeah, I get you water, babe. They're cold, cold. You too. Yeah. Any more, sweetheart? You want some more? Yeah. I don't have people in New Orleans, but if they're in, go to Baton Rouge, I got a place they can stay. from New Orleans. But yeah, I like to see what y'all make. It's the feedback I need. Did you want a sandwich, babe? See if I can handle this correctly. Okay. If y'all need some more time on that, no problem. There'll be some time in a bit. So as we're transitioning into the next activity, we're thinking about goals we have for our children this school year. And as any parental figure, again, it doesn't matter if you're a biological parent, if you're a foster parent, if you're cousin, grandpa, great-grandpa, great-grandma, anybody who's willing to take this child and help shape them for the future and love them and nurture them and get them involved in our program here at Phoenix, you are a caring parental figure. This is not new, however. Most parental figures throughout history have had goals for their children. It is something we do because we want the best for them. And so there was a famous author, writer, poet, probably gonna say it wrong, Rudyard Kipling. Y'all might have seen this poem before or heard this poem before. It's called If, and it was written in 1896, but it wasn't published until 1910, so it's a Victorian era. The poem is a speaker, a father, talking to his son, and it's about the wishes that this father has for this son's future. So he'd be talking to a baby or to a small child, hoping what this child will grow up into, and it's all his wishes and dreams and aspirations for this child. It was actually inspired, the poet, from a failed military invasion of South Africa. The British forces were decimated, but he really looked up to that military leader. And so he was trying to conceptualize, how would I encourage this leader, because I want my child to be a strong and impressive leader someday. His son wasn't born until 1897, so it's possible that, maybe his wife was pregnant when he wrote this, but it's not necessarily for his actual biological son. It was for the future. Are you okay, baby? Okay. I need you. You got it. No. I just want to make sure you're safe. So again, the poem is called If. It's going to be read by Sir Michael Caine. He's a famous actor. I really like his voice. I like a lot of his movies. Hey, Mr. Caine, we're cool. So, okay, you said shrink. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it would still be existing, so I can still go, yes. I can learn. So this is him reading that poem, but to music. So the music is added for effect, but it does help you understand the poem. The poem is printed on the back of this sheet, so if you'll just flip your sheet over so you can follow along. And I apologize, I only have it in English. I really need to get educated. Let's see. I'm going to hope this isn't super loud. I apologize. Oh, first we get to see Geico. Okay. And how do I switch it on the big screen, Mrs. Baker? The big screen doesn't want to play with me. Promise I'm on duplicate. Nope. No. I mean, I did earlier, but it isn't at present. Oh, okay. Now it's, oh, great. Now it's back. Why does it dislike me so? It's okay. This is how we grow. I can try exiting out.
Yeah, we may need to.
It's so pretty. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting there. Okay. There he goes. Hi, Sir Caine.
Do you have extended?
No, it was on duplicate. It just doesn't like me, and that's okay. I love it. There he goes.
The Kipling poem is one of my favourites since I was a boy at school. My father read it to me once, and I think it to me as a little boy summed up what a man should be. You can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. For being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too wise. You can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves, make a trap of fools, or watch the things you gave your life for broken, and stoop and build them up, worn out tools. If you can make one heap all your winnings, and risk it on one turn, a pitch toss, lose and start again at the beginning. Never read a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are done, and so hold on when there is nothing except the will, he says to them, hold on. You could talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, all men count on you, but none can find you. If you could fill the unforgiving minute with 40 seconds worth, distance run, yours, see those, everything that's in it, and which is more, will be a matter.
Pretty nice poem.
I love that poem.
Can't get no like it.
So, Gil. So if you don't mind, in the little blank spaces provided, just give a brief little summary of what you think is going on in each stanza or each chunk, each paragraph. Just kind of in a language that you're comfortable with. So if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs. So when people are losing it, if you can be calm. Make allowances for their doubting and trust yourself. Okay, believe in yourself. Just a little brief, it can be bullet points or sentences. You can pick one or two things, just traits that you believe the speaker, the father in the poem, is hoping his son will have someday. The goals of each one he wants for his child. And then while you're doing that, be thinking, why does this father want these for his son? And that'll be the question at the end in the box is why do you think the speaker wants his son to become this type of adult? I should do it. Do that. Do that. Learning.
You can trust yourself.
Oh, poor honey. support. Okay, if y'all need some more time on that, that's fine. I just was curious if anybody had a thought or an opinion on why they think Mr. Kiplin wanted these traits for his child. Why did he want his child to grow up into this kind of adult? And y'all can shout it out if you want, or if you just want to write it, that's okay too. Yeah.
Right direction for one. Himself first.
That's beautiful. See, he wants him to grow in the right direction. He wants him to be able to take care of himself, to love himself, because the world's going to be a little difficult. That's fantastic. And y'all might have your own reasons for why you want your children to grow into certain kinds of adults. But if you had to distill it, if you had to break it down, if you had to summarize it, it's probably that. You want them to grow right. You want them to be happy, to be safe, to be loved, because you love them. So I had a wish list little box on the front. It was kind of like a way to brainstorm for the next activity, but we can just segue right into the next activity. It was kind of like making little traits or bullet points for what you want for your child. The goals that you have for them, the school year could be used for that. So what are some ideal personality traits, abilities? What kind of career do you want for them? How do you want them to act in the clutch in crisis? Just little ideas you might have, like, I want my child to be this kind of adult. You know, I want them to be like me, or I don't want them to be like me. It's what you want for your child. And we want those character traits, those little bullet points, or like a wish list, like an Amazon wish list, if you were shopping for traits for your baby. And then there's just one more activity. I hope it's available online. I had a friend who knows how to draw, just do an outline of our Phoenix logo. They're painted on the wall here. But I thought it would be just a nice little gift for your child, if not today, maybe someday, or just for yourself when you're having a hard day. Remind yourself of what you want for this child. And so at the bottom is just a little inscription too, and you can put your child's name or their pet name or a nickname you have for them. May you always rise like the phoenix on this journey of life. And we'll talk about it at a later Parenting Lab, the mythology of the phoenix and rising from the flames. But overall, y'all are probably familiar with rising out of adversity, getting back up when you're down, the ability to go on, to move forward, no matter what challenges you. And you can sign it from or love or sincerely or with affection or And again, this can be for you. It can be for your child today, someday. It's something I would have liked to have seen my parent do, you know, as I grew up, to look at it and go like, oh, this is what you wanted for me. And you can put words in the bird, you can color it, you can add lines, quotes, things that you think are inspiring. You can use your wish list and just all the traits you want for your baby, just write them on the wings. But it's just a something for you or your child to be able to look at and see what they can grow up, what they can rise into. And I've got some art supplies on the tables or in these little boxes, just crayons, markers, pans, whatever your style is. And I have extras, so if you think it's fun and it's something maybe that other adults in the home want to do, or some friends of y'all's that you know are raising babies, please, please.
Class out there in the desert. They named they rebuilt the planes to fly out of there that they almost got killed in the process. There were, I think Phoenix, they named the Phoenix because they never gave up.
They came out of that crash and kept
Yeah,
going
they never
to
gave up.
survive.
Two of them guys that was left, man, they built a brand new plane out of the wreckage.
Hmm.
They flew out of that desert just in time because all those guys are the desert people. They were going to kill them.
Oh, so it was about like teamwork and coming together in the clutch. See, it's just something that our archetype as humans we just look to for rising out of struggle, rising out of adversity. And life is hard, but that's why with good parents, good guidance, good inspiration, our children can survive. They can thrive.
That's the things that I can't.
And that's our world. But they'll face it too someday. They'll be adults. They'll understand. Yeah. After this, they can call their babies out if they want to go home.
Yeah, it's just because Miss Monkey wanted me to like sit in and just kind of.
Yeah, because she's our food lady, and I want to be rude, but are you bilingual?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why she.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
She had some, there's like a,
Sometimes she would help with translation
Okay.
and stuff like that because I'm ignorant as all get out.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure like this. I don't know if there were any questions. If there like cutting or trying to compare to.
Usually they don't say anything in the minute, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes she'll sit with her and she'll ask her what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
With this one, you feel yeah, come in. And then when you're finished with that, again, these are for you. If you do not want them, I do. So please, I'll take them. I'll keep them. I'll love them. I got a binder. And I really appreciate y'all coming here today because all of our families get involved in how these babies will survive, thrive, and rise. Oh, yay. And then we can call y'all out. If you need to call your children, we will call them children.